Welcome to the TDC Today Show USA. My name is Sue Roskoff, and as always, we have Kurt Roskoff with us, who is our TDC ambassador. We also have Emily Golmer, and I'm going to start out actually by passing it over to Emily to get us started. Over to you, Emily.
Hi everybody. Welcome to the TDC Today Show, and thank you for tuning in. Anybody who's interested in coming on Zoom with us to participate in the conversation, please contact us. So the Disability Channel started over a decade ago by Jay Stoyan, which it's headquartered in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So I pass it over to our TDC ambassador, Kurt Roskoff.
And he just popped off for a moment here, so I think
we're
okay.
fine. This is Armed Forces Day, everybody. So we are excited to bring you a phenomenal episode here with our friends Ralph Dana and Mariana Waikiki, aka Mariana de Mexico. So this is all coming forth through collaborations, happy business networking, coming from, with that, the happiest place in the world for business people. So again, the work here at the Disability Channel is all about showcasing abilities, television, by and with people with disabilities and veterans. And so we have for you today, the TDC Today Show USA. Now, with putting the moniker of USA on there and the patriotism within the USA, that does not mean that we are only bringing in people from the USA. Obviously, we have Marianne here, who currently is in Mexico. So everybody around the world is welcome to our work here at the TDC Today Show USA. And we are co-host team, Sue Roskoff, Emily Golmer, myself, Kurt Roskoff, aka Special Case. So, what a story it is to say that Jay Stoyan over a decade ago was already long into working hard to say that he's making a stand for television production to make sure that people with disabilities and veterans can go ahead and be a part of this industry that he obviously enjoys, and seeing the vast opportunities through big networks like NBC, ABC, and Fox, and so on and so forth, with Amazon Prime and with Netflix, and, your favorite platform to consume, television. Where are we seeing people with disabilities being involved with this? So with the Happy Neighborhood Project, Marianne has been so great to provide in kind sign language interpretation, H&P ability. Sue, Emily, and I, Marianne, and others worked hard at the Happy Neighborhood Project to make that a thing, that the Happy Neighborhood Project does view business networking to be something for everybody. And so we're all about the 100% here. And so we have Acts of Kindness book series, Acts of Kindness app games, and finger puppets, which Sue and I do have here in the house. So in future episodes, you're going to be getting some puppet shows, finger puppet shows by and we'll be instrumenting that with Marianne. We've done it in the past, and we're going to be bringing it back. And so there's a lot of fun here with Marianne. Marianne's mantra that she carries forward from culture around her, Hawaii and so forth, go out and play. And so make sure to get yourself familiar with Donors Choose, donorschoose.org. That is a way that you can do a lot of good for our children. These are books and app games and finger puppets that we want the children around the world. And please come in here and let's speak to that. Let's really make this children-centric, because it's very important here at the TDC Today Show USA that people understand our commitment to the children of the USA, for sure, in Canada and other places around the world. Everybody we reach with the Happy Neighborhood Project. Who is the kid in your life that could benefit from acts of kindness? Marianne, bring it forward, present it, and speak to the children of the world. We're talking to kids today.
Oh, well, Kurt, thank you so much for letting me be here today as usual. And you know what? Everybody has their inner child in them. And the Acts of Kindness series is actually for all ages of the heart. And these books are written for animation movies with sign language characters and soundtrack and sound bath by Lucy Lynch, Lucy and the Perfect Wave. And I am creating the third novel called Cool Acts of Kindness, featuring Waterflow the whale, which is for the love of water, and partnering with Leon McLaughlin of Clean Water Foundation, who actually brings filters to 35 countries. So we're partnering together to bring filters, clean filters to schools and clinics worldwide, and to bring these Acts of Kindness series to all USA classrooms. Now, Kurt, there's 30,000 USA classrooms in the United States of America. There's 3,000 deaf-blind schools in the United States of America. So each teacher can request copies for every single student from an organization called DonorsChoose.org. And you can see behind me, Kurt, if you can read that off, some of the statistics here of the funding that they have done over the years. So if you can help me out, and I don't know if you can read that from me behind me while I'm speaking, and we can do this together here, but DonorsChoose.org, I found out through a teacher in Hawaii who requested the books, and she got funded in 2 weeks. And I went out with the books and the puppets, and they read about ocean cleanup, because that's where I was in Hawaii. And there's a huge garbage patch between Hawaii and California. So not only were they entertained, we talked story, and it was a storyteller and had a slideshow, and we passed out the puppets with Dr. Fingers, the finger spelling hermit crab, Eve, the finger spelling bumblebee, Chelsea, the courageous sign language chicken. And we had a great time and talked story and talked about what they were doing in their local communities of keeping our plastics in garbage cans and recycling. So everybody wins with all this. And I'm kind of reading it behind me here. So if you support a classroom, you also build a future. And that's what we're doing now. And we'll be sending out press releases again to a database of schools with Trevor Gibbs out of Orlando, who has a Charity Revolution organization who actually evaluates websites to make sure your websites are American Disability Act compliant. So if you're a business owner and have a website and you're not ADA compliant, meaning that people can read your text and the colors for color blindness, you can receive up to a $75,000 fine. So we want to make sure that, this is what our youth is growing up with. And we want to get these books. And the second book is Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully, featuring Harry the Hard of Hearing Rabbit, Eve the Finger Spelling Bumblebee, and a courageous sign language chicken named Chelsea. And I have a short book called Pono the Hawaiian Polo Pony. It's a polo season over in Hawaii. And they're making some big noise over there. I want to give a little shout out to Iam Tonga, who is on American Idol. And when they're going to be voting, we need the world to vote for him. He's amazing young 18-year-old who had to relocate the price of paradise to Seattle with his family. And he lost his father, and his father bought him a guitar. And look at what the youth is able to accomplish and share their gifts with the world. So again, these kind of things like puppets that are free coloring books can enhance someone's life. And again, at all ages of the heart. And so again, these characters are, we're talking story, and real excited to partner with Leon McLaughlin again with this book that we're writing, Cool Acts of Kindness for Climate Change, featuring Waterflow, the whale, which is for the love of water. And he's bringing filters worldwide. And he just did some events in Beverly Hills, California. He's back in Seattle working on another event. and looking forward to October African Film Festival, and hopefully we'll make a documentary that we can bring to the world and educate our children and our youth to be of service. And we want to give a shout out to it's Armor Day, right, Kurt? And
Armed Forces, armed with
Armed
armor.
Forces
Yeah,
Day.
we have our armor on, but Armed Forces Day.
I'm going to have a little challenge with that one today, but that's okay. And I want to highlight, Kurt. So shout out to and thank you to everybody, all veterans. And we have 500 million people worldwide with a hearing loss. We have millions of moms and dads coming home from being of service who can't hear their own children or grandchildren. So just imagine, the moms and dads Skyping with their children as they're reading these books, learning the finger spelling alphabet. They can Skype with each other worldwide and have great fun with these puppets. So again, it's just so easy. It took Marilyn 10 minutes to write down. The books are for ocean cleanup, anti-bullying, they're folk manners puppets, sign language, and she posted it. In 2 weeks, she got funded 50 books. Wow. Just imagine what we can do that in the United States of America. And again, it's a gift, and Donors Choose is an amazing organization. And again, I don't know if Kurt, if you can kind of read what my little flyer says back here. So our audience, if they're listening, can you read what's on the back of that Donors Choose flyer, please?
Yes. So basically support a classroom and build a future connecting to the public schools. 5,641,671 site what is it?
I'm assuming the citizen donors.
Citizen donors. There's a typo in there. It says site ties. Citizen donors, and then we have 88,287 schools, and then here let me get projects funded 2,498,822, supporters 5,641,671. Together they've given $1,404,631,336. So there you go, donorschoose.org. Let's get these books into the classrooms and with our children.
Those are some stunning statistics.
You shut the
I am
camera off.
absolutely blown away that there are that many that have gone through this organization. So that speaks very highly to what they're doing, and that what the power is behind them. So we all need to reach out locally here and talk to our schools and say, hey, are you aware of this? And by the way, this is a great way to go.
Well, I just wanted to share with you too, Marilyn. So it's kind of like an a la carte. You go on Amazon, you find my books, you request them, you can request the puppets. And it's kind of a la carte too for other items. Like she got carpet, she requested a teapot set because for her special education, she wanted to teach her students how to have a future like working at Starbucks. So how to prepare coffee, how to serve coffee, how to have customer service. So they went around the school delivering coffee to the principals and the teachers. So there's just a lot of different items on there. And a couple of years ago, I was sitting on the sailboat in Hawaii, and Good Morning America actually had a Donors Choose weekend, and they raised millions over a weekend. And they were highlighting all that. So just imagine, again, through the Disability Channel, the Today Show, our Happy Neighborhood Project, getting the word out about these Acts of Kindness book series. Also have coloring books too, with the characters with the ASL alphabet. And again, these are all just products on Amazon. Folk Manus puppets, there's 200 puppets, there's mini puppets, large puppets, and stage puppets, meaning you put your hand in it, kind of like you can put these stage puppets over a set of golf clubs. Okay, so you could be golfing with the Folk Manus puppets now. Okay, we have a golf game too that's out, Greta Gobble on the golf course, and Yeah, and so I'm using those stage puppets to stage a play in the book Cool Acts of Kindness. And how I got inspired with that was I was watching Netflix, the Chromosome 21 series, where a really amazing what Hollywood is doing by using actors with a disability such as autism, Down syndrome. And there were real actors in this show. And the storyline was that his brother was a thief and would use him to distract people at a mall while he was a thief to jewelry stores, etc. And he also belonged to a center called Downs Up. And the Down syndrome adult actors were actually doing plays. And I thought, how cool is that? So that's the idea for this chapter. The last chapter in the book is called 5 Elements with 5 Elephants. They're all stage puppets. There's Rich the ostrich. The first act would be for Earth, the elements of earth, wind, fire, water, and metal. And Rich, the ostrich is rich and radiant. I am. You are. And we have a song by Lucy. And we have a yoga bear and a bear in a stump there for presenting Earth. So I'm not sure, Suzanne is a playwright. It's going to be amazing. You know that. Second act is Wind. We have She Believes, which is Bia the Queen. And Lucy has a song, She Believes. And we have a blind bat and some fireflies. And I got some ideas from the Helpopedia about bees and their fluttering in flight and light waves and all this stuff. I took so much notes yesterday for an hour with Maury. It was amazing. The third act would be Fire. We have Mr. Fireworks, and the fourth act is the 5 Elements with the elementary elephants for water. And the last act is for metal, and that features Kenny Cancun, a raccoon in a garbage can puppet. And he sings the song, Yes, I Can, Here I Am. And the other character is a rolling robot with a big heart, red heart on him. And for motivation, and the final song would be Love is the Only Way, and that's what it is. And I got this idea, again, I'm taking some Mel Robbins courses, that if you talk trash, you don't get motivated to act or something like that. But a little motivational fun, but I'm just getting so much amazing ideas and concepts, creativity, for character development for this Cool Acts of Kindness. So I'm looking forward to working with Suzanne, and grateful that I got my laptop over here in Mexico. I got a beautiful place, air conditioning, got a pool outside to exercise, and to sit here and just type this all out and be on your shows with you. So thank you so much. It's going to be great fun. So you guys need to find out your teachers there locally, get the books, get the puppets, and we can talk story. And I really appreciate you, Sue, bringing up the app games, because each of the books chapters will have an app game to learn the fingerspelling alphabet. And you can go and visit actsofkindnessseries.com, meet the characters, Dr. Fingers, the fingerspelling hermit crab, Eve, the fingerspelling bumblebee, Chelsea, the courageous sign language chicken, and Greta Gobble on the golf course, who does the numbers. And we have a polo, the Hawaiian polo pony game too, which is also numbers and how to count the rainbows and to dream big. So dreaming big, again, I want to give a shout out to anybody that's listening. American Idol contestant finale is E.M. Tongam. He's an 18-year-old who is an amazing musician. I forgot to tell you too, when he was back in Hawaii, they actually had a graduation ceremony for him because he had to relocate to Seattle because of the price of paradise and family support. And he went back and they gave him a homecoming. Jack Johnson was singing there. It's amazing. If you get a chance on Google, you can watch some of this stuff. I'll send it over to you. These amazing singers are out supporting them. So anybody listening, please vote for EM, another Hawaiian storyteller. And great that we can share these stories of the islands of Oahu as well as worldwide, what's happening with climate change. So I've spoken enough here. I got to get a glass of water, and so grateful that I have clean water and Clean Water Foundation. So back to you.
All right, sounds good, Marianne. So Paul Valek from PMV Productions, we like your logo. Enjoy life, worry less. We're ending the show now, but you're welcome to stay on for our World of Ability Productions. I'll be starting in about 4 minutes, but we're doing a live stream and recording with the Disability Channel, and we're showcasing abilities. But I want to give you about a half a minute here, 30 seconds, Paul. Just give us a little snippet of what you do, and a hello out to our H&P crew. And if you're familiar with Marianne, a little chance to say, hey, Marianne.
Hey, Marianne. Let me start with that. There we go.
Hi, long time no see, Paul. Aloha.
Hey,
Hola.
I'm here and she's in Waikiki. I'm jealous.
No, I'm 6 hours south of you. I'm in San Carlos, Mexico.
Oh, well, that might even be worth a jealous thing, but but no, I'm actually looking forward to a haircut here starting shortly, I guess. So that's what I thought. I'd come and just get in here. Is it the same ID still?
Yep. We're just going to be doing a stop here with the disability.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then good. That means I can refill my Java. But for those of you who don't know, look, I'm just, doing a little transition of sorts. And, it still comes down to content is king. And whatever content you can generate, that's what gets you noticed. And we can get you into all sorts of trouble with the content that we can help you generate. So, I need to go back to my roots. I need to go back to my political hack roots and we can stir trouble with the best of them, and then you get found, and that's it. That's right. And it's about being found. And once you're found, well, then it's up to you to explain yourself. And that's part of the whole thing. And with the Google business page, which is that little icon to the left of me, or even here or on Facebook or that LinkedIn thing, it's getting the message out. And Kurt, certainly, you want to model. You could just whatever Kurt posts, you should post. And whether Kurt says you should do that, and just mimic Kurt. Just mimic Kurt, but do it with your own stuff and cause a little trouble. And Sue's just laughing away. Why, do you know this Kurt guy, Sue? Do you know him at all?
Yeah. So, hey, speaking of people we know, we got JR from the Veterans Ranch here. JR, we're kind of wrapping up the TDC Today Show USA, but here as part of the team here with the Disability Channel, having brought us the Veteran Ranch show. We're just going to do a little 30-second teaser, and then we're going to reboot in a couple minutes here for the World of Ability podcast. But say hello and a little headline for what we're doing in a little over a minute.
Yeah, howdy y'all. Great to be in here. Great to see everyone. Coming to you live from Frisco, Texas. So we are going to be giving that man Ralph a buzz cut today, and all the donations and charity and everything goes towards the Veterans Ranch. I just want to thank our sponsors at America's Finest Resumes. Had to give them a plug today. And looking forward to a really, really cool time, and everybody just giving what they can. Let's have some fun today on Armed Forces Day.
There we go. And we're going to do it up big for our armed forces and our veterans. And so with that, we're just going to do a reboot here, a reset. We're going to reset the room, and we're going to do an hour-long event coming up right after this. So that's it for Sue, Emily, JR, Ralph, Barbara, Paul, Marianne, and more. So,
and go have some ice cream while you're here at my new ice cream parlor. What do you think? I just opened it up. The guy behind you needs to scoop some ice cream.
There you go. So, all right, we're going to do a switch over from TDC Today Show to World of Ability. Just give us a moment as we reset. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. It's our technical stuff.